Reserve time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 game that is the Manila Major Qualifier. We have Mineski Esports versus Acion Arena Pro Team. And well, Mineski, we saw them yesterday, but AA, well, will be the first time I'm going to be casting them in this qualifier. And I'm not alone, I'm Lysander, going to be joined here by Danily. I finally got her name right, can say it smoothly. Welcome to the broadcast. It's sad that you're only doing one set with me today.
Yeah, it's a shame, but what can you do? We've got Mike Loris coming in after this, though, so he is a very good replacement. I hope you all enjoy him. All of you should have heard him yesterday. If not, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. But you haven't casted Action Arena. I have, but I haven't had the chance to cast them with the new patch. They did play Mineski in MPGL a few days before the qualifiers under the new patch. And the score for that series was 1-1. So they took a game off of Mineski.
Well, then again, Mineski are prone to such volatile score lines, so, you know.
I think in general, just for Filipino teams, all of them suffer from inconsistencies just because of the way they play. But definitely, I'd say TNC is one of the only teams that has sort of almost refined themselves enough to move away from that, just because I think it's just the experience. Like, everyone on TNC has been together for so long that they've really managed to find that soft spot as a team, whereas for Mineski, there's been a couple of roster changes with all the other teams, I believe. So it's all good. Although there was, I guess, that one change for TNC where they had to replace, what was it, Winter G Small Sun with Cuckoo? Because I believe there were health issues with Winter G, so that's why he wasn't able to participate.
Dire team pick.
Well, that's the thing. Vengeful Spirit is going to be picked up now, but there's this thing that I always noticed with C Dota is that Earth Spirit is almost completely ignored. You know, the picks from EU or the picks from America don't apply. I mean, I was watching some of the other qualifiers yesterday, and I see them all like clamoring for an Invoker or maybe not Invoker as much, but you know, they clamor for other types of heroes like Earth Spirit, like I mentioned, instead of the heroes that we see now, Nature's Prophet, Witch Doctor. It's, you know, is it a playstyle thing or is it the, you know, potential latency that the PH players experience? I mean, some of them are known to have latency problems. Is that an issue, do you know?
I don't know about the latency, but I would definitely agree with your statement in terms of playstyle, although I could argue that Earth Spirit would thrive in the environment that Filipino players sort of play Dota, so I'm a little bit confused as to why they don't pick it either. I guess he also got nerfed recently. The boulder kick, it's like
really
slower now.
Enough though?
I looked at it. I did a comparison between the old kick speed and the new kick speed, and it's actually really slow. It's really easy to dodge now. It's not.
Is it the speed or is it more like the width of the kick?
5 seconds.
It's the speed. They slowed the boulders.
Oh, they slowed the rock as well. Okay, so
yes.
they keep nerfing him.
Reserve time.
Seems like he's still picked a lot though.
He's still useful. He will definitely take a lot more skill to sort of execute just because of the changes. I'm fine with it though. I felt like he may have been way too strong considering how, you know, Ice Frog just releases him into captain's mode, sort of lets him go, and he went ham. That's alright though. I think we'll still see him every now and again, but it will mean more heroes are going to see play just because of the changes. But so far, so good for both squads. They've gone for, I want to say, very aggressive supports. You want to be fighting a lot with a Vengeful Spirit as well as a Witch Doctor. But there is more elements of push as well as now global presence from Mineski. Whereas for Action Arena, you can tell they want to fight right off the bat. They've got a Bat Rider, super low cooldown on Flaming Lasso. They're going to be looking for kills like bam, bam, bam.
The Bat Rider, I'm trying to think of this combo that I saw the other day with the Bat Rider. I mean, Bat Rider combos have a lot of things, but there's this one particular one. It doesn't come to mind. Invoker is one of them, but
5 seconds remaining.
There's this, I just can't remember because I saw it the other day, and it's really like at the edge of my mind. I can't seem to remember it, but it was a really cool combo. It's not something you usually see. But something to note as well is the Ricky ban. Wow. Okay, so a little bit of fear here for the purple little guy.
Not just the purple guy, they also ban Bounty. You can understand Bounty bans, but they get rid of both invisibility heroes.
I don't feel like buying Dust today, yeah?
Nah. Well, if they pick a Clinks, right, you still have to buy Dust. So, but I don't
Okay.
think they'll pick up Clinks anyway. But yeah, this is rather interesting. I want to say we never see Ricky at all. I've
Mhm.
never seen Ricky yet anyway, so.
Yeah, he's been buffed non-stop. It's one of those heroes that suffers from that sleeper OP syndrome. Ice Frog just keeps buffing, buffing. Like Lina. Lina was sleeper OP for really long. And I do like this puck pick,
Radiant team
actually,
pick.
because grabbing up this puck denies it. I was about to say AA might want to snap up a puck because puck Vengeful Spirit has a natural synergy. He's got a lot of aerial denial, a lot of catch for his profit, and all in all, a good hero to deal with
10
the very
seconds
popular
remaining.
Mirana pick now in the middle lane. So I think
5
it's a
seconds
nice snap up
remaining.
here from Mineski. They can play it very well on what's his name again?
Reserve time.
Ben-Hur. Yeah, Ben-Hur played pretty well the other time. So they could give it to him as well, but I don't know what do AA go for now. Is the VS support? I think it is support, right? Only CIS runs carry bench.
I don't think I've seen Carry Venge in C for a long time, so they would more or less be definitely a support Venge. It's been so long since we've seen the Carry Venge. I don't know, I kind of felt like Carry
Yeah.
Venge
Well,
was garbage.
in CIS it's always carry venge, and
Dire
it's
team
exciting
pick.
to see. It's like, oh cool, carry venge, and it's kind of decent for the first few minutes. And then
The first few minutes, and then after that, she's very lackluster, and you sort of wish you had someone else.
yeah, you really
But
had to snowball. Yeah, with carry
absolutely.
venge.
But Action Arena gonna go for the Mirana. Looks like
10
Mirana's gonna
seconds
be the
remaining.
flavor of the month sort of thing, or flavor of the qualifiers.
I
'Cause
can
we've
deal with
just-
that. I mean,
5 seconds
Mirana
remaining.
isn't quote quote cancerous compared to the sniper of old, the Lashtrax of
Reserve
old.
time.
I think she takes good amount of skill to play. She's not a dumb press R win game kind of hero. So I think it's an excellent hero to watch. I'm okay if this becomes flavor of the month because it's easy to lock down a Mirana. It's also easy to play Mirana. It's fun to play Mirana, and arrows are always something to cheer for. And got good synergy with Bat Rider and Mirana here.
Radiant team pick.
But Mineski, they go back for the Life Stealer. Now, was it Mineski that we saw play Life Stealer yesterday?
They played it with Puck
Ah, okay.
and
So now they've
Doombringer.
got two modes of initiation. Do they go for Doom again this game? I guess not.
Doom's banned. So
10
Oh,
seconds
yeah, sorry.
remaining.
I'm
Yeah.
dumb.
yeah, sometimes I don't see it either. I just like, oh yeah, throw heroes
5
out the top of my head.
seconds
But
remaining.
sometimes they're like, oh, why are they picking this? And then I see it's first ban. But yeah, Doom has been making a
Reserve
resurgence as
time.
well. I think a lot of people are realizing that hey, it's good to delete one hero. And
Just delete them, yeah.
Life Stealer, I think is a fun pick to see here because of all the interactions. I like that he can't infest Ancients at level 6 anymore because I think that was borderline broken.
I don't think it was broken. I feel like it kind of skewed the way people sort of played Life Stealer. It wasn't necessarily
No, it's broken in the
either.
right situations. Like, okay, if you're
Oh, in the
against
right
a,
situations,
if you're
true,
in a
yes.
like,
10
if you're
seconds
facing a
remaining.
Lycan or Juggernaut or Templar Assassin that can shred your
Dire
Ancient, then it's
team
okay.
ban.
But if you face up against a team full of spellcasters and then all of a sudden they're running away from your Granite Golem because they can't do anything, or they're Black Dragon because they can't do anything to fight the Ancient, and I feel like that's kind of stupid to get at level 6, especially if like you're level 6, you
10
get an
seconds
Ancient and you run an
remaining.
Ancient at level 4 supports. I think it's kind of silly.
5 seconds
But yeah,
remaining.
it creates a situation where it can be very unfun for some people. So I think it's nice that they made the change to 11. But
Reserve
Ember
time.
Spirit, okay.
Radiant
It's gonna be
team
their scaling
ban.
carry.
So
I
Bat Rider
kinda like
offlane?
this pick. It has to be Bat Rider
Mhm.
offlane. So it looks like it's gonna end up being Bat Rider offlane, Mirana mid, I presume, if we follow the trend that has been going on
Yeah.
recently, and then it'll be the safe lane Ember Spirit. I really like this actually because you look at
10
Mineski's
seconds
draft.
remaining.
They've only got one hero that can successfully lock down the Ember Spirit,
Radiant
or at
team
least set
pick.
up for the lockdown, which is that Puck. And if the Puck doesn't get the silence off, then Ember Spirit's out of there. There's nothing that Mineski can really do about it, which is
they
going to
can
be a
fix that
problem.
now. Skyrif Mage comes to mind, but no one ever picks that hero anymore.
10 seconds remaining.
Spirit Breaker? There's always that option.
Are you
5
really going to put your
seconds
faith in
remaining.
bashes though to lock down an Ember
I mean,
Spirit?
if you slam into him, it's pretty good. Whoa, what's happening here?
Dire
So this is
team
going to end up
pick.
being a support Mirana, it seems, instead of the mid
Yeah.
Mirana that we originally anticipated. But Razor, this is going to... I want to say this is going to guarantee Action Arena a mechanism. Typically with Razors, you want to be grabbing that mech so you can have that
10
really good
seconds
early game
remaining.
team fight.
Mhm.
And it's a roaming Marana this time.
And also,
5
they need. I
seconds
think they need the
remaining.
plasma field for the push for Nature's Prophet. So they don't
They
have a lot
do.
of anti-push here.
Reserve time.
When the Ember Spirit gets farm, he's going to be decent, and I'd say Bat Rider to a certain extent is pretty good as well with the Firefly. Their push is not terrible, but counter push is reasonable here for Action Arena.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't rely on Battle Fury Ember Spirit until maybe 15-20 minutes tops. Yeah, and then it comes online. Then maybe you get it. So if there are any early game pushes, they want to make sure it's mitigated. Razor, I think, fits the bill here. The Plasma Field very effective at dealing with creep waves, and yep, Bat Rider. Yeah, but you don't want him actually clearing creep waves when he's farming up his dagger, I think. So overall, I think it's a nice one. And I mean, Razor is mostly picked for the Lifestealer or Puck as well, actually. It does work pretty well against Puck because you can drain him even through the phase shift, so I think it's kind of cool.
So the Slaughter last pick, this is going to end up being a position 4 Nature's Prophet. So I
Standard
presume
stuff.
this is Raging Potato on the Slaughter? Every time I
You
see
said
Slaughter...
he likes the hero, right? No,
That's
it's
gonna be
Jules.
Jules.
So
Oh,
it's
it's gonna
position
be...
4 Slaughter, okay.
Ah, okay.
So
This is rather interesting.
Slaughter with I think Iron Talon. Gonna do some jungling on the part-time jungling.
I have seen... Well, I don't know if it was Mineski, but I did see a couple of teams running position 4 Slaughters, and it worked to great effect. Although, that was games that they had pretty much in their grasp from the get-go. We've just finished up the draft. We don't know how the lanes are going to go. But overall, if we take a look at lanes, like, do you think Action Arena's lanes look really strong right now? Because I'm looking at their heroes. They've got heroes that are firstly going to be difficult to kill, and secondly, they sort of just need 10 minutes of laning phase, and then they're good to go outside of the Ember Spirit. Like, Ember Spirit, he needs 15-20 minutes of farm minimum to really be effective.
Well, if he goes for face drums, which I don't see many people doing nowadays, he can actually be a good fighter. It's kind of a shame, I feel, that he isn't. But hey, it's something. It's like a personal preference. I think when I see drums and faces, I get excited because it's a fighting Ember Spirit. But most of the people go travels now, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, ACA or Acion Arena or Acion Arena. Both
Action
PH
Arena.
teams actually. Action Arena is it Action Arena?
Yeah.
Without the T. Okay. Cool spelling. All right, ACA. They are going to be on the Radiant side. We have Izihan going to be playing the Vengeful Spirit. We have G on the Ember Spirit. We have Scamblue on the Bat Rider. Fly Solo. Marana, Gabby on the Razor. We might see an early game engagement here, but Potato Sports or Raging Potato. Raging Potato Lifestealer going to be in a perfect position to break the smoke. Jules on that Slaughter. You're going to see them coming from a mile away and think nothing's going to happen here. Cask on that Witch Doctor, Ben-Hur on his Puck, and last but not least, Bocarino on his Nature's Prophet. So all scouted out, all good.
30 seconds to
Nothing,
battle.
nothing bad's going to really happen apart from a possible messy rune fight. I still don't think that's going to happen either. Slaughter holding on to some gold, I think, deciding on whether or not to go for the Iron Talon and or boots, I think. Slider 1. So it looks like there'll be an uneventful 0-minute mark, and we'll start the game proper. Both PH teams, alright. A lot of PH teams in this group.
There are. I'm really glad, to be honest. I enjoy Filipino Dota the most, just because for viewers it's so engaging, because you're always seeing things happening around the map. With the other regions, I don't want to like bash on them or anything, but sometimes they do fall into the category where they do start to become a little bit resident sleeper.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't want to say that. Like, it does get a little boring sometimes. People play super safe nowadays. But it is a new patch, so I could eat my words and things could change. I'm hoping so, because who doesn't like I want to say, like, Filipino Dota is the CIS Dota of Southeast Asia.
Pretty much.
Well,
They're like the Russian Dota of C, pretty much. We got ourselves a pause, and
is Scamblue dead here? It could be.
oh, okay. So it looks like it's nothing much. I think, yeah, like I said, there are latency issues with these guys. Most of them play on at a cyber cafe or a LAN shop, and sometimes the connection isn't the greatest. So gotta shout out to these PH players. They really have a lot of dedication, traveling long distances to their LAN shops to play these tournaments. So you really want to see them succeed, and it's really nice to see them get a major for themselves.
Exactly. So for now, just going to have to take a look as to who's going to make it through. In the groups though, who were your original favorites to make it through these the main qualifiers?
I think Mineski has always got a good shot. Tarring, I guess you gotta give them the token respect and say they are gonna make it too. But then again, you know, their consistency has always been a problem. I mean, their showing yesterday against Mineski doesn't really inspire much confidence. I mean, yeah, they took out NG, but NG were an open qualifier. So I don't know. It's tough to see if I can support Tarring here. But I think Mineski has got a good shot. So is TNC, like you mentioned yesterday. So
sounds reasonable.
I think my money's on Mineski though. They've been looking strong.
How about TNC from yesterday? Do you feel like it?
Oh, wow, he didn't jump for it. I'm surprised he didn't jump for it.
Probably a little bit worried about the support being there, because he did see the Vengeful Spirit nearby not too long ago. But I actually put my money onto TNC, but after yesterday's performance, I'm a little bit concerned with their form coming into the qualifiers. I'm hoping it's just... I'm kind of hoping it's a day one sort of thing. Like it might just be them... Like, yeah, they lose their first game, but maybe they just sort of needed that warm-up to come into the qualifiers.
They are 3-1 now, if you look at the brackets. I'm not sure.
Did take a look.
They are 3-1. They won their second match yesterday, 2-0, I believe. I did see the scoreboard. I think it's them. I'm pretty sure Mineski are 4-0. No, 3-1 now, I think. Ooh, Spender. Have a little bit of fight, but he does not have the creep on his side, so... He's gonna have to back off there. Gabi also something to note, he did port down to the bottom lane because of that lifestealer, but Raging Potato immediately does the shuffle and jumps back the other way. So he's back up top with the Witch Doctor. So they have a little bit of lanes, musical chairs, and yeah, the Slaughter has been farming with the Iron Talent. So Jules greeding it up in the jungle. And what are ACA doing to punish this? Nothing. They can't punish much with Venge or Mirana, so capitalizing on the enemy's draft to play greedy.
Fly Solo has been trying to throw the majority of his arrows mid, trying to catch out the puck, not the puck. And he's missed all of them, unfortunately.
He's
so
going to try for profit now. I think that might work out, but now that he can hit the meat wagons, it's even worse. Or the catapult, rather. We'll try. I think now's a good time for him to try, like, just Hail Mary shot. Let's go. Pew! You never see the ones coming from behind, you know. Go fire!
You have to expect them.
Oh come on! What kind of? At least he got the catapult. Yeah.
It's alright.
He's doing his best. Nice try. $70. Pretty good.
For the Mirana, honestly, the best time to throw arrows would be right now, during the night time when vision is low. Just much easier to get those arrows. Yeah. Just less time to react, as you said, because of the vision.
Okay,
so let's see if he gets him now.
Ooh, snap! But there's an arcane rune, so. He's gonna have that ready in 3 seconds. Oh, leaps up. It's gonna be short duration as well. It costs nearly nothing. So I kind of love the arcane rune. I think it's awesome on high impact ultimates, especially like Omni Slash. If you use it while you're using the arcane rune, it costs so little mana and it cools down so fast. So I think it's one of the best ones. Oh, we got a Resource Blood. No, we are not. Top lane. Nature's Prophet wraps on in and grabs that solo Vengeful Spirit who's trying to leech some EXP off that top lane. So Prophet. Yeah, they thought they were going to get the jump on him, but for that first blood, in the end, scores it himself. So Bocarino putting one on the board for Mineski. Jules is ready to dish out some hurt. He's level 4 now.
Can they grab anything down here? I guess they could try and go for a kill, but it's going to be up against a Razor with 2 points into static link. It wouldn't be the most... Oh god, my voice is dying. It wouldn't be the easiest kill.
I feel like Fly Solo is going to go for an arrow here. Oh, Ember Spirit kills the puck solo. And goes down to the tower. And it's kind of cool when Ember Spirit can kill a puck in the middle lane. It must be a very greedy puck to get himself solo killed there. I don't think the Venge actually helped because his mana is still full. So it was a solo kill.
Here comes the bat though. Like it looks like it's just gonna come in to soak in the EXP.
I'm still waiting for this arrow from the Rush Pit. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, he's doing it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Is it gonna hit? I think nope. I think Gabi should have moved forward to clear him back. instead of sitting right. You know, try and force his movement a little bit.
Maybe Fly Solo needs to consider moving a little bit closer to the targets. I know every time you want to try and hit that 5-second arrow, but you might want to focus more on trying to get
another one. Oh, he gets
Jules.
Jules, but Jules is hasted, so.
And no support.
Jules might have to turn. Yeah, no. But yeah, these arrows have not been on the point, and no kills from Miranda so far. And that's what I mean by this hero is like, I wouldn't say she's hit or miss, but you really got to have the good fortune to land these arrows, because sometimes, let's be real here, arrows are luck.
I saw what you did there with the way you described the hit and miss sort of thing. But for Fly Solo, I can understand why you're trying to go for these sacred arrows to try and get those 5-second disables. But I'm just thinking maybe he should consider moving around with the Vengeful Spirit, having the Venge set up with the magic missile into a secondary arrow, and then you will have at least a lot of time to finish off the target, because you're stacking 2 pretty good disables.
That's true. I think Venge get closer for a stun, and then maybe you pre-fire the arrow and then you stun it. Oh, he hits it in the middle lane. Okay, that might be it. They pile 3 spirits on him. He get him. Whoa, the coconut almost there, but he now gets lost up. The Melodic more than enough there. Cost on his signature Witch Doctor. Gonna score that kill easy. And well, Radiant structures have been fortified. The top tower is being pressured by the Prophet and the Lifestealer. So all in all, a trade. Ben hasn't been having the best of the early games, but we've got 600 gold in dire favor though. The arrow gonna land on the tree, and well, really can't expect anything less. Reggie Potato gonna Volcarino actually scoring the last hit on that tower, and they're gonna get away scot-free actually. Just a little bit of scratches here and there.
Oh, but look at Lifestealer, he's inside of Ben.
They're gonna start with Coil, and Gabi couldn't caught out right away. Does he have to heal for it? Nope, he's gonna try and sap away as much damage as possible. Throws out a last plasma field, and they're gonna trap ACA, his hand, inside the trees there. Blocks him with the treants as well, and a perfect wrap around here will actually secure that kill. Volcarino with the killing spree.
That backfired so badly for the Vengeful Spirit. She just wanted to go in for the stun, but stunning a puck is not the most efficient way of slowing down an engagement. So she ended up just being in a bad spot herself and just dying in general. She could have gotten out of there if she just instantly ran away, but whatever.
It's a classic case of don't help people that are already dead. Just get yourself killed.
Don't help people in general.
my actual saying is don't help noobs, but I mean in this case they're all teammates, so you can't actually apply that.
I was like, what? It's not noobs, they're teammates.
Yeah. I mean in pubs, you know, you don't help idiots or don't help noobs, because you're just gonna get yourself killed. You know, in a lot of pubs, you have to do things properly yourself. You know, if you keep helping noobs, then you just get yourself killed.
We do have a big item onto the Batrider.
Bit of a link with the Batrider. Gotta grab Volcarino in there, apply some napalm charges, but he does have to drum very, very tanky. He's waiting for the TP, very, very resilient here, this Nature's Prophet. But now they're gonna chase him down with a lot of fire, and anyone that's played Pokemon long enough will know that it's super effective. So Nature's Prophet didn't stand a chance there, and well, G scores himself a quick kill, 2-2.
So with the bat and his blink online, I would expect Action Arena to really amp up their aggression with this. I'm just trying to remember what Chinese team that plays this. I think it's Xiao Wei. If Xiao Wei ever gets, was it LGD? I don't remember. But I know Xiao Wei's Batrider at least. Whenever he gets Batrider, every single time unless he's on cooldown, he'll grab the kill.
He's dead.
Yep.
Oh, they're gonna ulti him. He's dead.
Oh, that looked painful. But if they play in a similar fashion to how Xiao Wei plays his Batrider, it could be good news for Action Arena. They have a draft that's ready to fight consistently. They don't have any major ultimates with really long cooldown.
Middle tower is under attack.
Mirana.
Radiant's top
And chased it by a hasted Jules.
Can't really do anything, unfortunately. Batrider's here too, so it's a bit risky for Jules. I guess there's maybe thinking about it. The Nature's Prophet could always TP in.
Yeah. No, Nature's Prophet's got other things. Knocking down towers. And the Lifestealer's already got his armlet 10 minutes in. Very, very quick progression in items. I think Volcarino's Nature's Prophet has been impressing so far, to be honest. And a
Absolutely.
lot of people in chat yesterday were actually saying that Jesse Varsh's replacement is Bocarino and that he's the better choice actually,
Radiant's
Bocarino.
middle
I don't know
tower
what's the
is
deal with
under
that
attack.
and what's the hate with Jesse Varsh. They say Jesse Varsh is a thrower, I'm not sure if it's true. But Bocarino has been impressing, that's all I can say so far.
Absolutely.
Radiant's middle tower
But for
is
now, we're
under
just gonna have a
attack.
smoke here for Action Arena.
Oh, they walked into the scan. They know it's
Oh,
coming.
did they?
Yeah, they walked into the scan. Mineski know they're coming.
Radiant's bottom
Wow.
tower is under attack.
Scans.
Radiant's bottom tower
Scan.
has
And
fallen.
Prophet knows they're all smoking down bottom, so they immediately TP. That was pretty insane, that scan.
That was a very good one. Absolutely. Just on the money. I think they were just checking to see if anyone was in the jungle, just farming away, and then managing to catch out that money scan. What's your opinion on scan so far? I remember this being suggested a long time ago. I think it's like 1 or 2 years ago that someone suggested scan, and it's finally implemented into Dota. I feel like it's in an okay spot.
Really? Someone suggested scan? I don't know.
Radiant's
Yeah,
top
someone
tower
suggested
is
it. I
under
don't know if it was
attack.
the exact same interaction that we have now. But I feel like scan is in a good spot right now. It's not insanely broken, but it's very useful to have.
Yeah, I think it has very good applications. Like
Radiant's top tower is
you
under
check
attack.
an area you suspect they're gonna
Dire's
move
middle
into.
tower
It's
is
like
under
almost
attack.
useless for pubs, almost. But for pro teams, like you can check to see if there are people on the high ground before you go up for smokes. I think that's one of the most common applications I've seen so far. They smoke and then they like scan up here. Like if they're running up, then you scan up here. Can you see my drawing?
Yes, I can see
Yeah.
it.
Then you scan up there to make sure you don't walk into a trap, stuff like that. You know.
So I like how it's going so far. I'm rather curious to know
Dire's
what
middle
the
tower
consensus
under
is for
attack.
scan for the pro
Dire's
players. Like if they think it's
structures are
acceptable,
fortified.
if they think it's too strong, or maybe they think that there has to be a couple of changes.
I think they liked it. There was an
Oh,
initial
arrows and
reaction
tools.
tree. Oh, okay. Are they going for it? Yep, you bet the hell they are. And there's a crush, and there's a cost. But apart from that, nothing really much else. And looks like Mirana's arrow accuracy is going up. Oh, I
Dire's
kind of
middle
missed that
tower
as well. You know,
has
dash
fallen.
AA. Do you remember from Dota 1?
Radiant's top tower
I never
is
played
under
Dota
attack.
1.
Okay. So you're one of those new ones. Second
I-
wave.
I was during the... God, what was it? I got into the Dota 2 beta after TI1.
Yeah, it's about there as well, but I've been playing Dota 1 for a longer period of time. I'm one of those guys that knows all the old names.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I'm
attack.
slowly adapting, just learning all the Dota 1
Yeah.
things.
Like Lifestealers, Nakes, Nikes,
Nikes.
yeah,
Yep.
Prophet's Fury and all that stuff.
Akasha and everything.
Yeah, but hey,
Comforting rule
there's a
of
Blink Dagger now on this
regeneration.
Huck, as well as a Lifestealer package. She's gonna walk into the Observer Ward. This Bat Rider's getting caught right away. Very quick reflexes here, Potato. Not giving him any quarter there. Taking him out very quickly, but Ben actually scores that final kill. So the arrow will scout out something, but Fly pops down a sentry ward, expecting some kind of invisibility shenanigans, but not gonna be the case in this particular situation. There's a TP coming in. Ember Spirit is ready to fight. There is a Moonlight Shadow. They have to deal with this Treants if they don't want to lose this tower. They are about to lose the tower, so the Treants deny it. Okay, they do get the denier going on. The arrow will fly. This is completely. And once again, Mineski managed to
Radiant's middle tower
speak in
is
and out
under
very
attack.
quickly and take out tower for themselves. Well done.
And we just see two major items picked up from Mineski, the mechanism onto Bocarino, as well as the Blink Dagger onto Jules.
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower
lasso.
has fallen.
Oh,
They get Raging Potato. Are they gonna get him though? Rage TP could be a real thing. He disables his armlet though. They do want to fight this. They have deployed the Puck Coil, and now Bocarino throws out the Raft. It's gonna be chip damage on everyone. There's a double damage as well. I think he might want to actually go for this one. I hear the Slaughter going for a crush here onto the Bat Rider. And no, wow, straight up Roshan, no respect at all.
well, there's no lasso for a minute. There's no Razor ult for another minute either. Like, it's still running now, but by the time they really reach the Roche Pit, I don't think they're in a position to fight into Mineski comfortably. Because the moment Jules has eyes on them, he is instantly just going to jump out, go for the initiation with the follow-up coming out from the rest of his
Wow,
team. They can
Bat
kill
Rider.
him.
Bat Rider? Wow, is he really going in? This is why I think it's dangerous. They didn't seal it. They got the Aegis though. It wasn't even snatched. No, it was snatched. So the Radiant did secure the Aegis kill at the very least. They get 250 gold each, but then now they're all in a lot of trouble. Low on mana. G not going for the drums, going for the boosted travel. He tries to jump forward. I'm not so sure why he tried to jump into the enemy heroes, but they do lose 3 heroes for that Aegis, for that Roshan kill. Aegis was still secured by the Lifestealer. I'm going to just go ahead and say that was not worth. I'm no businessman, but that looks not worth to me.
Absolutely wasn't worth it. You can understand a team wanting to contest the Roche. You don't want to be giving an Aegis away to Mineski this early, especially with the lead that they've accumulated, but they got hasty. They thought that this was going to have to be worth it, that they were going to throw bodies to get this Aegis. They never got it, and even if they did get the Aegis from Mineski, I really don't think it was going to change the flow of that fight to begin with anyway. Like, Mineski was so healthy in the Roche pit just because of the mechanism from Bocarino, because everyone in Action Arena, they were so focused on getting the Aegis that they were absorbing so much incoming damage from Mineski as well.
And it's never wise to jump into Cask.
Yep. Cask and Death Ward on the high ground is a problem.
That's why I love the Aether Lens pickup, because you look at if you just hover over the range of Death Ward, you can see how far the Witch Doctor can plant the ward now. Like, normally he only can plant it in front of him, so now he can hide in the trees and plant it over the cliff, which is excellent.
Absolutely. I just love Aether Lens, just because it can cause a lot of those game-changing plays to happen. I think it's one of my favorite items to begin with, so I might just be biased.
A lot of people are complaining how broken the item is, actually, and I think it has changed a lot of the... It adds a skill ceiling to a lot of the newer players. I feel that's one of the main things. Like, as an experienced player, because we already know so many things, every patch is just an update to us. But newer players, when they come in, that's a huge problem for them, because they just understood from their friend that's teaching them, okay, you've gotta stay this distance away to avoid this stun. And they're like, oh, okay, we know that. And then there's Aether Lens, and then the stun goes further, and like, hey, but I was staying over here, and blah blah. So it's overall, it makes the mechanics of Dota a little bit more complex, because the things you remembered are no longer applicable. But now Banner jumps right in there, good Vengeful Spirit swap, but unfortunately does have that coil stun applied right away, and Easyhan tries his best to get out there and use a wave of terror, but really Mineski are the terrorizing ones this time. Gabi trying to run away, but invisibility not gonna do him any good with the amplified damage in his face, and Jules will slam him to the ground. Batrider will get a complimentary kill there on the top lane of that Witch Doctor, but it's a small gain. If you look at it, they only gained 33 gold from that entire exchange, and once again, not worth.
The reason that Bat jumped onto Cask was just so that he cancelled the Death Ward. That was it. Like, the moment Cask popped Death Ward, insta blink coming out from the Bat, cancelling it out, pulling him back. They got the kill onto the Witch Doctor, which is fine. But if the rest of your team dies, like, that is totally not worth it.
It does give Scambaloo reporting rights, because he's the only one who got the kill though. Oh, okay, they might have overextended the arrow. Ooh! From downtown. Got him. And Reggie Potato's just gonna peace out. Got a lot of miscellaneous items, I would say. It's got a random Yasha, got a random Hyperstone. Anything that was fancy in the shop, he just bought it out. And well, just a casual Yasha for the value, and then straight up into the Assault Cuirass for him, I think.
The second DD rune picked up by Raging Potato as well. I think Mineski's just getting super lucky with the runes. He's not going to use it to kill anything, but it is going to speed up his farm. But Action Arena, they are very much struggling with their draft, unfortunately. They haven't taken any other towers outside of the mid-tier 1. So there's a lot of gold on the map to be taken. It's just they're so scared to take it because there's a lot of initiation potential from Mineski. You're always worried about the pug with the Lifestealer blinking into the coil and infest.
Well, you were worried about the lockdown capabilities of Mineski.
And even Jules, like Jules has blinked. You've got 2 initiators.
Speaking of initiators, we are gonna pull him onto the high ground. Perfect place to deal with an Aegis, but unfortunately he does have an Aegis though. So I'm not sure they can pull. Oh, actually, no, they don't have any teammates in the area. Batrider is thinking about continuing here. There's the slaughter. There's gonna be fire though. Can he blink? Oh no, he can't. The fire ran out. And now Jules in trouble, but I don't think he should stay around here. Raging Potato getting caught out. Very arrogant of him to try and farm up the enemy ancients. And now he's about to get punished. Jules about to follow him into the grave as well. There's going to be a jump forward. Is there a chain? There is a... Oh, one more hit to that Sleight of Fist. One more second rather to the Sleight of Fist, and well, didn't get that in time. Jules will actually blink away in the nick of time. The arrow will fly, is right on mark, but Prophet TP's out of there with the help of the amplified damage. Can't gauge the enemies incoming. And well, ACA, they strike back and forth. They take out an Aegis and Raging Potato. I would say that's mostly his fault, farming the Radiant Ancients when there's a Bad Rider around. Very arrogant.
And no vision as well. If you don't have vision, you're farming day. You gotta expect things to be coming your way.
He's like, I got an Aegis, I'm good.
Yeah.
Aegis doesn't do you any good when you're in a cliff and a lifesteal.
Middle lane?
Oh, middle lane. Yeah, Bad Rider will force himself away, break that coil range, but there's a Veil of Discord. It's not gonna be enough there. And he will survive to fight another day. Very, very good from him. And unless he goes for the invis, but under the Geyser creeps though. So it wasn't defensive. It wasn't a defensive Moonlight. It was just a random Moonlight.
I wonder if it was a misclick.
Very possible. And if you let's take a look at Fly Solo, he's just going for the Agators.
You gotta expect that in Maranas nowadays. Just go straight for the Ags.
Is that the trend?
It's what was it? We've seen all of Amaranas yesterday with Ags.
Everyone.
All of them.
Spoiled
But
that
we can say that almost all of them were tiring. And with the way that Yamate played it, you had to build Ags. This is a different style of Marana compared to the
I
mid
guess
that
the
we saw
support Marana
yesterday.
has to be a nuking Marana as well, right? So,
Well,
and
you
helps
don't
with her
really
push.
It does. It helps push, it helps her farm, it gives her stats. Like, if you're not carrying Marana, you may as well just go for this sort of magic-oriented build. As long as she has some sort of damage burst, or at least that little bit of extra oomph to her right-click. Not right-click, her spells, I think that's fine. Because she's not building right-click items anyway. So it's not really going to be hurting her. I guess it's going to give Fly a little bit more utility, but he still never really wants to be in the thick of fights, if anything.
We'll see. Fly Solo has got about 900 away, and honestly, it's not too late. Aghanim, so Prophet could be in trouble here. That's a fast appeal. Where's the Bat Rider? Looking out for him. Is he Han? Oh no, they see him. Vengeful Spirit right into free there. Oh no, the combo. The Crimson Guard has been deployed there, but is it going to do much good? The Vengeful Spirit immediately picked off there. The machine gun here from the Witch Doctor doing a lot of damage so far. Sprout in 3 seconds. You might just want to TP out of there. No chance at all. 4 for 0. Fight there. Fly escaping in the nick of time. Will actually hold on to his money for that Agadam's fun, and they're still hunting for him. But Puck is gonna back off now. What do you think about the Veil? Is it that great? I mean, maybe they want the magical increment to deal with Amber's Flame Guard with the Wrath of Nature. I don't know. I'm not seeing the magic.
You don't just pick it up for the magic though. For Ben-Hur, it's going to amplify his damage output. Obviously, as you said, it's also going to be helping with the Wrath of Nature. Like, the stats on the Veil is just so good. You don't only pick it up for magical-oriented teams, you also pick it up on heroes that rely on their spells, aka Puck. Heroes also like Zeus would like to pick up Veil of Discord.
Yeah, I mean, because Zeus combos with himself is... Okay, well, I guess Puck has enough magical damage to warrant that. But usually, yeah, I guess it's the pattern to see, like, oh, if your team is magical oriented, then you buy the Veil.
Also, he's picking up a Dagon, so it's going to amplify the Dagon damage as well.
Makes sense now, okay.
So
he's going for a one-shot Puck.
Why not? Like, how the game's gone so far is that every single time it's just been Mineski jumping on top of Action Arena with their Puck Bomb, and then you add a Veil plus a Dagon on top of that, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to die in the next fight. Once that Dagon's online. It's just too much burst coming out from Mineski. And Action Arena, they can't mitigate it because they didn't decide to pick up a... They didn't pick up a mech, they picked up a Crimson Guard. This is going to save them from the physical right-clicks from the Lifestealer, as well as the Slaughter, and even the Nature's Prophet to a certain extent, but it's not going to mitigate the burst from that Puck.
The thing is... Okay. I don't know if Crimson Guard's shield blocks Witch Doctor ward damage, like death ward damage.
It should, it's physical.
Because I don't know, like there are a lot of weird interactions with damage block and wards. So I'm still very confused with this. But hey, Miranda got Aghanims, yay!
I kind of feel like it should. Maybe people in chat will let us know, but I feel like it should work with Death Ward because it's small instances of damage. It's not one big spell.
I don't know. I remember
chat.
saying something a lot about that. Well, we have a 5-minute delay on, so by the time they
It's
hear
okay.
this, it'll be really long. And
Hey, it's still useful.
and can you
Come on,
really
chat.
trust
You have
chat?
one job. One job, chat. You have one job. Let us know if you know the interaction between Death Ward and Crimson Guard.
Because I remember reading the Wikipedia, the Wikipedia page, and it doesn't exactly. Oh no! G. There is a life stealer.
Oh, jeez, he died so quickly.
And Gabi.
Gabby.
Oh,
that
first hit
Jules.
bash, and the second hit bash. Jules on fire.
Got Bulldog RNG here. Oh, Bulldog pseudo RNG. Jeez.
Damn.
So lucky.
Which god do you pray to? There's only one. And Jules doing very well in his slaughter. Trained up hard for this. You really got to train really hard in order to press E to stun.
So, Action Arena. They're struggling. Have you ever seen a point where Action Arena looked good this game? Because it feels like it's just Mineski holding the tempo.
Well,
Yeah, it's just Action Arena.
they did
farm.
get
They're
a
trying to
nice
farm.
arrow and Jules in the early game.
You really think an arrow onto a slaughter is gonna dictate the tempo of the game?
I did say any nice points. That was a nice point. They took tier 1 after that.
Okay.
But they're 14,000 gold behind. It's gonna be hard to find good news. I think they were hit for like a fraction of a second in the early game, based on the graph. But it's been Mineski's game throughout, actually. And it's a clear case of outclassing, I think.
Ooh. We have the big item, Bloodthorn, on the field for Boccarino.
Alright. I mean, at this point, it's so far ahead. None of the enemies have Manta Style. This is a very possible thing. Marana has gone for a gem now. And we'll see how effective that is. And despite having that gem, does not see this ward right in their base.
Hopefully they pass it eventually. I want to get rid of that as soon as possible.
I feel like if the Prophet sees her, he'll just pour in Bloodthorn and goodbye.
I'm pretty sure she can just leave.
But Armor toggling to the maximum. They're even getting for a second infest. Gabi getting triple killed here by Banner. 7 to 22. Raging Potato staying alive, potating all the way. And OG does dodge that Waiting Rift. Survives for a second long. Got him. Wards give 100 gold now. Good stuff.
Good stuff. So, we have another spec from Mineski. Like, Mineski's playing this so safe right now. They're not getting ahead of themselves and trying to go for these just instant high grounds after an Aegis. I've seen some teams sort of run into the mistake.
Marana. Oh no, the jump! Oh, nice sleep though. Will he get out there in time? He drops up. There's a good swap away, and they pull in Raging Potato. He might have overextended, or does he? The puck comes in, coils up there, just trying to get away with this gem. Raging Potato taking a lot of damage, but Armor toggling to the maximum. They're even getting for a second infest. Gabi getting triple killed here by Banner. 7 to 22. Raging Potato staying alive, potating all the way. And OG does dodge that Waiting Rift. Survives for a second longer. But Mineski piling away at this tier 3 tower. Do you go GG and go for game 2's reset, or do you just try and rough it out, you know, and see if you can get anything out of Mineski? Because I feel like this game is very over.
With how the game is going, it definitely looks like it's over. There's been no point in the game where Action Arena has looked good, as if they were in a position to come back. It's just been Mineski, like the stars of the show the whole time. Action Arena, they're hanging in there though. I will admire their persistence in trying to get back this game, but like with how it's going, like 2 sets of racks has gone in the span of a minute and a half.
Oh, they finally got the arrow and Prophet.
So, when everyone's dead, it's not going to really be able to do much. And this is going to be the last set of Raxes, so...
He didn't even get to use the Bloodthorn.
So he used it on Priest.
Oh. Okay. Jules? That was not the plan, Jules. Jules. Can't resist it. It's in his blood. Oh, arrow and cast. Okay, here we throw. Okay. But it's Mega Creep, so
exactly. Unless somehow the Ember Spirit can afford a Divine Rapier, I really don't think this is going to be the game. Even though they got 3 kills, there's nothing they can take.
It's a good old Mineski now. The Dagon's coming out, selling stuff for Dagon. Yep, that's it. That's the Mineski I know. Doing it. They just can't resist it. It's in the blood.
It's just a team sort
of
of thing.
If you guys thought Havos was bad, this is a whole team of them.
Wow!
There's a whole team of them. Hey, but hey, Havos is a talented player. He just has throwing tendencies. Oh, Oh, okay, we're going into the ancient golem. Look at the speed of this guy. Oh boy.
Anyone he sees, they're gonna be dead. Oh Jesus, fly solo. Die solo.
Hey, got the gem.
Leaving so soon.
Oh, they gonna try and chase down Bocarino. Where's the lifestealer? Gonna have to save his buddy here if we're not careful.
Mac. Passive Mac confirmed.
Oh,
Passive Mac.
lifestealer's still hanging around. Gets spotted out by the Bat Rider. You don't want to get too close to that golem. That's not a friendly golem.
Hey, what's the ancients getting stacked all the way here, guys? Oh, slaughter solo kills. Well, I wouldn't say solo kills.
Bat Rider's dead. Pretty much.
He's got a potato, yeah. Ooh, that's swap escape. But that's an Aegis. He's coming in. He's got open wounds. Oh, okay, they're gonna take his damage, but the cost comes in. There's the ultimate. Ready off the ulti. Yes, I guess the Crimson God does resist it. You see the shield actually flexing a little bit, or flickering. I guess it's a thing. Okay, so he will get out there in time, but Scamaloo, is he gonna get out there in time, or will the lifestealer be the end of him? Ooh, one more hit. Dagon, there we go, got him. And we're now casting Fountain Dives. Raging Potato, Armlet Toggle, Sick Blades, Coil on 3, Crush on 3, Fly Solo, goodbye. Garvey trying to go for that pop kill. Will he get it? The Lightning Storm, is he gonna pick off Banner? But there's a Crimson God in return. Oh, the Plasma Field right at the tip there, doing a huge amount of damage. Taking out that pesky Fairy Dragon, and more Dragon getting swarmed up here. Looks like Action Arena just wanna toy around Mineski. It's pretty much over, they're messing around. And oh yeah, by the way, did you see the Reddit thread about this guy asking Valve to make a custom model for the infused raindrops?
Radiant's middle
I
tower
saw
has
that.
fallen.
Why were they asking that?
Because he was like, Valve, I was stomping an opponent, and I was playing a pub, and we stomped the opponent, and I was at their fountain the other day. I wanted to buy a lot of infused raindrops and dropped it around their fountain, and said it was their tears, but I couldn't because they didn't have a custom custom model. Valve, please consider. We got 2,000 over upvotes. Super fun.
Jesus. I'm not surprised someone actually came up with that on Reddit, but
Oh, that was good.
oh jeez.
I don't know.
I looked at it and I was thinking like, oh, people just want a model. I never opened a thread. I just saw it and I was like, oh, okay. Why would they want a tier model? Now I know.
Tears of your opponents. But Mineski will win game number 1. Action Arena really didn't put up much of a fight in this game. We'll see if they do put it up in game number 2. Maybe it's just the morning sickness or morning whatever.
Morning sickness.
Okay, they're not pregnant,
Jesus.
but it's a morning wake up thing where you're tired. Why did
Okay.
it take them 32 minutes? So.
I think you need some coffee, my friend, but
But Mineski, hey, Action Arena lasted longer than Tarring did yesterday. Tarring lasted 29 minutes. Action Arena lasted 32, but that's because they roughed up the Mega Creeps, I guess. But it still counts. I think that's what they were aiming for. Survive longer than Tarring. We're better, confirmed. And all in all, I think nothing much to say about this game. Mineski was just dominant, and we'll see if that continues in game number 2. What I do like about dominant matchups, though, is that it does make the team decide to go for funnier heroes. So we might see some fun stuff happening next game.
yeah, we probably will. It's Mineski. Who knows? They'd love to pull out some random
Some
stuff every
Pudge
now
or
and again.
Bloodseeker right now. I tried Bloodseeker in a pub yesterday after our little talk, and I went 1 in 10. But more on that to the next game. More on that the next game. We will come back more with more Dota 2 action on the Manila C qualifiers. We'll be right back. I'm Lysander. This is Danley, and yeah, much love and Kappa. Stay tuned for game number 2.